Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. Yes, where you will discover exactly what it is and what it's going to be. Now, as you can see on me, we have our More to Classy Boutique dress. This is a dress to impress, and it has the back like this. Now, I don't have the proper bra, so don't want to shout too much. But this is our More to Classy Boutique dress, and we also have this beautiful white dress as well. So this is our beautiful white and flowy a More to Classy dress to impress, sweethearts. So you want to impress. So before we get into that topic of today, let me go ahead and show that for you. I need you to dream big, work hard, and make it happen. Period. Dream big, work hard, make it happen. We have all of this, darling, you are fabulous. We still have this. I think we only have like a few packs left. But it comes with the mug you just saw, a journal, and your fabulous diamond pen because, you are a diamond in the rough. So, all of that, we have that. Now, before we get into the topic, before we get into the topic of today, we will go into what is happening today. Now, today we have, add to stream, we have our paint night, which is today at 6 p.m. It's only going to be for an hour today because today is a special day. It's my stepfather's birthday. So, yes, today is paint night. It'll be every Tuesday. It'll be longer on Tuesdays than an hour, but tonight is just going to be for an hour from 6 to 7. And, you get to paint and do whatever you so ever choose to do. It's only $15 per person. If you bring kids, then they are free. But that's the address below. It's 7122 Regal Lane, 37918. You can register also on beyondthecover.org. So, now, as you know, we also have registration up because next month, so fast, we will actually, have our new students in. So there's already been a few students that have already signed up. I'm so excited to see the new students. If you want to register your child for this summer camp, I'm going to put in more information, but registration is open now. So if you would like for your children to register, registration is open now. So we're now accepting new students. It's going to be big because Regions Bank will be teaching our students about banking every week during our summer camps. So I'm so excited about that, about them helping us out in that aspect. So it'll be every day of the week. They will come in and talk to them. They will also have other entrepreneurs come in. This is going to be a great experience. They will learn about God. It's a faith-based camp. So just to let all parents know that it is faith-based. Now, we do have a More to Classy boutique clothing. Signal always wants to act up. I'll just advertise it. Items. Okay. So now that is done and over with, as you know, we are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, all at once right now. So, hey everyone. But Praise the Lord. Now, the topic of today is God doesn't need you to act like, but to actually be a child of God. Period. He doesn't need you to be acting like, oh, you don't act like a Christian and you don't act like this and you don't act like God didn't ask for actors. Why you acting like you a Christian? You a hypocrite. So he didn't need any actors. He needs real people. But again, since the signal wants to act up, we'll just politely wait. But before I get into the word, I'm gonna talk about some stuff. Anyways, because people are saying, oh, well, people try to tell me that I'm not acting like this and I'm not, but God said he don't want you to act like, he wants you to actually be a child of God. Like actually in your actual actions, you actually have to be this in real life. That doesn't mean that you have to act like you're perfect and act like nothing ever is wrong with you. He's saying, okay, that's why I told you that you can be angry, but sin not. Therefore, we're going to get angry. So when you act like nothing ever happens and you act like this and you act like that, and then you want to judge people, everything that God told you not to do, you have the audacity to judge his people as if you are acting like a child of God. You want to say others are not acting, but God didn't ask for actors. Sweetheart, he asked for you to actually do. He said, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do what I say? You hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. Depart from me, worker of iniquity. Depart from me, worker of sin. You gossipers, you slanderers, you slander people's name when you think that they don't act like. God said, I didn't ask for any actors. You either are or you're not. He said, no lukewarmness. I don't need you to act like you're perfect or act like nothing happens or act like, because you're still leading people astray when you act like and you fake it till you make it and do all this stuff. You are leading his people astray. Because now his people come to me and they're like, oh, I'm not perfect and nobody's perfect. He said, any man, any of them, say that if any man say that they have never sinned, the truth does not lie in them. Period. Period. So God doesn't even believe these false people. Now, before this signal starts to trying to act up like it's already doing, we're going to get into the word. As you know, I have my journal that I write in every day. Every time he gives me a revelation, I try to write in this journal. So, again, I write the date and the time that he gave it to me. And let's talk about what a hypocrite is. Because, Shanidra did call you a hypocrite because it's in the word and God called you one too. So, but let's see what the definition of a hypocrite is so you can understand why God is saying that you are a hypocrite. So, a hypocrite is a person who puts on a false, not true, a false appearance of virtue or religion. Google it. It says hypocrite is a person who puts on a false appearance, false, not a real appearance, a acting appearance, like you acting like you're just this and that, and you're not. False. That's what false is. It means it's not true. You're not truly what you say you are. And God also said in his word, don't think of yourself more than what you are. So while you are judging, he said, judge not, or ye too shall be judged in the same way in which you judge. So again, actor, how are you being a child of God? Actually, in real life, while you're judging all of his people that he told you not to judge, how are you actually in real life, in reality, being a child of God by judging and slandering and gossiping and all these things that he told you not to do in your actions? All of this stuff, thinking of yourself more than what you are, all of this. Sin that you have never sinned, acting as if, you've just been so perfect all your life. That's not of God. God said, if any man again says that they have never sinned, the truth, again, is either true or false. The truth is not in them. Look it up, read it, look in the word yourself. I'm going to take you to the word in like 2 seconds. But before we get to the word, we have to, know what a hypocrite is. So you can't be like, oh, she just said, no, I'm just saying facts. Real, true statements, A hypocrite is a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion. You either are or you're not. The true children of God that actually does what God actually tells them to do know what it is and what it's going to be. The reason why it seems like, oh, y'all just let everything slide, honey. I'm not that. I don't let stuff slide, sweetheart. Once I pray and talk to my Father, it's done. It's handled. I don't have to handle this. I don't have to handle it. Now I know what my position is. And he said, vengeance is his, saith the Lord. So therefore, what am I over here acting foolish like they are when he told me not to be a fool? We can either act like or actually be it. Period. So we're not acting no more. People doing all this acting stuff is children of God already know what it is. And then acting as if, you're the only one that hears from God. And now God said his sheep, meaning his children, like my children. I have 2 of them. It's not just one of them that can hear my voice. Both of them can hear my voice. They know, oh, that's mama. Mama calling us. Period. Same thing with God. His children, his sheep, hears his voice. So you can hear his voice. He's talking to you all the time. And there's no comparison to him and the enemy. So, enemy can't even do nothing to you. You gotta get permission and stuff. Come on now. What we not gonna do. What we not gonna do. And we're gonna quit blaming the enemy because the Lord whoops butt too. Lord whoops butt too. All day, every day. He told you to do right. You decided to do wrong. So that's why you're getting your butt whooped. And we need to explain this to his children. When you don't do what he said you will not go unpunished. Meaning you will be in trouble. Meaning he already told you what it is and what it was going to be. That's why you have no excuses when you come to him, period. Why do you call him Lord, Lord, and you don't do what he say? Period. Why? Why are you up here acting didn't I prophet? You prophet lied. You false prophet. You prophet lied. Acted like. He said I didn't ask for no actors. Acting like this. And acting like that. You either are or you're not. Choose ye this day whom you are going to serve. Meaning in your actual actions. What you're going to do in your actions. When stuff comes your way, what are you going to do? Act like, this is nothing. No. What you not going to do? See, I'm Shanidra all day, every day. This is me. And I already know the reality. I mess up. That's why when people start with this, I be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not about to get in trouble. For you? Please. So if I keep, and if I have self-control, then you're going to get handled quicker. But if he have to handle me first, because he's going to handle his children first, we got to jack up our children real quick. Like, you know better. Why are you even acting like that? I told you. And that's how God is. I told you, little butt. Now I'm going to have to handle you real quick. Get you back in line. Then I'm going to handle them. But if you just have the self-control and you just let God handle it, it's not that we out here just, oh, yeah, just slap me on the other cheek and thank you. No, that's never been me, never will be. Period. And I will politely walk away. That's the best I can say. But other than that, God got it. You won't be able to walk too far. So my daddy showed me that he handling it. Period. Now, so that's why we can. So we need to break this stuff down. It's not that we being soft or, oh, yeah, y'all just be taking everything. No, we know what it is and what it's going to be. I feel sorry for them. Now I know I got to pray for them. For they do not know what they are doing. They don't know who they messing with. They think they messing with me. But when you mess with me, you mess with God. Same thing with our children. They think they messing with our children, but they messing with me. Now my child done cried out to me. Now I gotta handle you. You done mess with the wrong child today. Period. Like we say, oh, you can mess with me all day. But what you best not do is touch my child. Don't touch, don't talk, don't nothing with my child. And that's what God said. That's why he told you, mess not with his anointed. Whether you believe that that's his anointed or not. Whether they look like what you think that they're supposed to look like. That has nothing to do whether they are of him or not. Or if they belong to him or not. Just because my children don't look like me and they look like their father, don't mean that they don't belong to me. I had them physically. So therefore, those are my children. But you don't look like you've had any kids. I don't look like I do, but it doesn't matter. I've had two of them. But again, what we not gonna do. Now, again, when I said that God said, why do you call me Lord, Lord? And you do not do what I say in your actual actions in reality. That's in Luke, the 6th chapter, verse 46. So you can read that in Luke, the 6th chapter, verse 46. Go deeper into it. Don't just read Luke, the 6th chapter, verse 46. Read all of it, sweetheart. Now, what I'm going to do right now is go straight into my most wonderful Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. Jeremiah, the 20. Now I'm in my Bible. The basic instructions before leaving the earth. Now, Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, starting at the 11th verse, and it reads, and this is concerning lying prophets. If y'all reading this stuff, okay, let me go to land full of adulterers. I might need to read the whole thing. In verse 25, chapter 25 is talking about the cup of God's wrath. What you don't want. False prophecy. But anyways, he said both prophet and priest are godless. Even in my temple I find their wickedness, declares the Lord. Therefore their path will become slippery. They will be banished to darkness, and there they will fall. I will bring disaster on them in the year they are punished, declares the Lord. And he said in verse 14, and among the prophets of Jerusalem, I have seen something horrible. They commit adultery and live a lie. They strengthen the hands of evildoers so that no one of them turns from their wickedness. They are like Sodom to me. The people of Jerusalem are like Gomorrah. Therefore, this is what the Lord Almighty says concerning the prophets. All y'all prophet lying, telling these people lies instead of the truth. The truth shall set you free. We have to tell them exactly what it is and what it's going to be. We can't sugarcoat it. We can't ask for it. Oh, I need your money. None of that. All we have to do is tell them what it is and what it's going to be. No micromanaging them. Because as we should know, if we're living this life, God has no problem with disciplining us, period. So don't think that, oh, he just disciplining us. No, honey, he right on us, period. Let me cough wrong. Let me cough wrong. Let me cough wrong. And I'm getting checked quickly. But I love it. I'd rather be corrected right now. Well, I have no excuses coming up there. So let me fix whatever I got to fix. Let me say whatever I have to say, no matter how it may, come out. They're going to have to get it. But what my job is to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth, and then let you take it or leave it. If you leave it, just know that there's consequences for your actions. Oh, God gave us free will. Yeah. So you got the freedom to either live happily ever after and don't have to get in trouble, or you can live a life of trouble, sorrows, and all of these extra stuff. It's up to you, solely up to you. So if you choose this door instead of the door that I told you to turn in, you need to look at Jonah. When he went the opposite way, thinking he could hide and all this stuff, look at Jonah. What happened to him? Oh, well, I ain't going to be in the belly. You better be careful. Now, just because you're not in the belly of a fish, that means you're not going to be in a nasty, slimy place in your life. Now, you need to look at everybody. You need to look at Cain. Cain and Abel, remember? So when you try to sit here and give God just anything and, oh, here you go. And then you get mad because, his other child gave him their best. And they got blessed because they gave God their best, the best that they could be and all of that. And God blessed them as he said he was. And then you want to be Cain because you want to give God anything. And, he said, won't you too get blessed too, pretty much? If you too do what I say, period. He didn't ask for any actors. He said, get the actors off the stage. Period. He don't need nobody to act like. He wants them to be like. Period. A child of God. Like he taught you to be. Period. He didn't teach you to judge people. He told you not to. So why are you over here judging everybody? He didn't tell you to slander everybody's name. He told you not to. He didn't tell you to gossip about everything that somebody else is doing. He told you not to. Hypocrite. Oh, she over there. He said, if any man, while you judging them, acting like you've never sinned. Again, he said, anybody that has never sinned, the truth does not lie in them. So you're not tricking God. God doesn't believe that you are his anyway. So what you acting like that, not doing what he says? Why do you call him Lord, Lord, and you don't do what he say? It's as simple as that. It's not hard. We're not going to look over it and try to cause conflict because God is not the author of confusion, sweetheart. So anybody that's causing confusion, let's just think about it. And like God, Yahweh was telling them, if my father was your father, you wouldn't be trying to kill me. He said this covetousness that we are having is out of order because he already told you not to covet what someone else has. You're not in your gift because you're too busy trying to be in somebody else's gift. Oh, I can do that, and if she can do that. No, he said stay in your lane. Quit acting like you them when you're not. He only made one original, sweetheart. There's only one. One original that he originally had to do that. So, he has a plan for you that only you supposed to do. But if you keep coveting and trying to do what he has somebody else to do, you continue to be frustrated and mad because you're not doing what he has you to do. So again, you don't need to be acting like them. You need to be you. And you can't find you without God. I don't care if it's blurry or whatever, because this signal always, he big mad. So we just got to know what the enemy tries to do, sweetheart. So don't look at me anyway. Listen. He said, be slow to speak and quick to listen. That's another thing. These people that's talking about, oh, they're not acting like and they're not being like and all this stuff. Y'all not acting like or being like either, because you're not even listening. He said, be slow to speak and quick to listen. Therefore, you can't even respond because you don't even know what you're talking about. I do. And I've been through. No, you don't. You don't know what to respond to this person because you have yet to listen to them. You don't know what they're going. I do. I see beyond sight, beyond the cover. Go beyond the cover so that you can discover what it is and what it's going to be. But no, you want to go with your opinion and what you think is reality. It's either reality or it's not. We're not in your little mind, sweetheart. That's delusional. You're not in tune with reality, sweetheart. You can't see what's actually happening. You can't see that you're not being a child of God when you're acting like this after he told you not to. Are you in denial? Don't get mad at the person that's telling you the truth, the facts that you claim to know. If you know, you must do. He said, don't only be hearers of my words, but be doers also. He said, we can be angry. But see, not, because we get hit with 50 million things. I got hit with 50 million things today. And I'm not acting like, oh, I just didn't get frustrated or anything. Because, I'm a child of God and I just never get. No. I just didn't sin, but I got angry, What the heck? Like, I don't understand. These people that are saying and they playing with God. If you really know God, you know he's nothing to play with, period. What you not gonna do? He's nothing to play with. What you playing for? You playing with life and death. Do you know he carries that in his hands? Like, what we not gonna do? So, again, God doesn't need you to act like. You either are or you're not, period. In your actions, actually, like being what God told you to be. We're not going to continue to judge when he told us not to judge. Well, they're not living right. So we need to live right so they can see how they're supposed to live in reality. We're supposed to actually do this in real life so then they can see the light at the end of the tunnel and see through our actions what we actually do in our actual lives and make them see how it is and how God is going to actually bless them if they change from their wicked ways and move to the same. But if we keep acting like we're so perfect and acting like nothing ever goes wrong or what have you, we're leading them astray because they are thinking nothing should be going wrong. Why is everything going wrong when I'm actually trying to be right? And la-da-da-da. No, sweetheart. Anytime you're going against the worldly things, just know it's going to be 50 million things coming at you. This is normal for my life. Period. I'm used to 50 million things happening all day. It's just like, people are like, you didn't see that? Yeah, I saw it. Anyway, my father got it. So, cast all your cares and burdens unto him. So when they start seeing stuff hitting me, they're going to be looking. They look at us. So they're going to be looking like, how is she going to handle that? Give it to my father. Or, if a actual child of God gets angry, you can give them some space too when they ask for space because, he knew that we was going to get angry because all the things that hits us. As long as we don't sin and hit anybody or do anything that's sinful like you do and judge people and do all this extra stuff that you do, we're fine. He said we can be angry, but sin not. Even if we want to punch somebody, we can't. We got to give it. He said, vengeance is his, save the Lord. So his people can be angry. So don't let nobody deceive you into thinking like, oh my gosh, that woman of God or that man of God got angry. Oh my goodness, they're not supposed to get angry. Where in the world do it say that at? I could have sworn it clearly stated that You can be angry, but sin not. I could have sworn it just clearly said that. When you actually read and do the word, it's kind of in you. You have that relationship with God. You got kind of talk every day. So you just know the real from the fake. And the closer you are in God, the more you see stuff that's in reality. So he shows you even before. He shows you your enemies. He tells you about your enemies. They're going to act like they're going to do this. He's telling you all these hypocritical people. He call them hypocrites. He call them foolish people. He talks about everybody that you're going to deal with. So I thought the same thing. Like, I didn't need the word because I was hearing from God. And I was like, I don't need the word. I hear from him, man. And then God said, what you are going to do is bring my word, period. I was like, well, I don't understand it anyway. So, but when I started living it, when I had my Jonah moment, when I had my Jeremiah moment, because I'm living in God and he testing him and blessing me and all that stuff. And then, I'm looking like, I said what I had to say to them. Handle them. Do whatever you got to do, because I know you're not going to leave my pleasant vineyard parched and desolate. So, I've done what you know me. You test me. So I've had my Jeremiah moments. I love Jeremiah. I've had my Jonah. I had my Jeremiah. I've lived the David life because, everybody's like a giant to me. So I've always had to fight my giants. What else? I've had a Joseph moment, falsely accused for something I totally did not do. By living right by God. And, so I've had, you start to really understand, like, dang, this is some real stuff. But it helps encourage you, because after they got some act right and they turned from their wicked ways, look what happened. And even when they wasn't wicked, because Joseph did the right thing. Even when the Pharaoh's wife tried to come at him, he was still doing right. He ran away and still got lied on. So that was like, okay, so God got our back down. Because at the end of the day, they had to do exactly what he told them that they was going to have to do, bow down to him. His brother was so jealous, thinking that they can stop. See, that lets you know, too, if you read this word, they can't stop you, sweetheart. If God told you something, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that they can do to stop what God already told you that he was going to do. Period. They can try it. It may look like, but it ain't like what it looks like. That's why he told you to go beyond the cover so that you can discover what it is and what it's going to be. Now, since, as you've seen, I will be having my paint night tonight, I will be getting off of here unless God has me to say anything else. But if he doesn't, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Don't be led astray. Continue to pray in a major way and know that whatever God say is going to happen. Period. Know that he loves you. Know that if you're still here, you still have purpose. You really walking into your purpose. Like, everything that we go through is just part of the purpose. Like, period. I'm starting to just figure this out. Like, oh, I thought I messed up my purpose. But he's like, no, that was part of it. I need you to grow up anyway. So it was a minor detour, but it's still going to get you to where I have you to go anyway. So, we just learn more in our mess ups. So our mess ups, when we straighten up, become our bless ups. So, again, I'm going to leave y'all with all the information I gave you at the beginning. Again, I'm going to start you off with the paint night. That's tonight. And then with the registration, because next month I will be opening for new students. So I'm so excited for everything that is to come. But next month and this month and every month from now on, it's going to be a busy month. So I'm excited. No, Regents will be teaching every week for the children, teaching them about banking, getting them prepared for real life and all of that. So I'm excited about that, beyond excited for that to happen. Again, this is a faith-based ministry. Not only am I teaching it, I'm living it in real life. I have not worked a job in 6 of the 7. Oh, we're in May. I'll have to do something major this month. I don't know. I might do 50% off or something. I have to do something major because this marks the 7th year. Oh my gosh. 7 means completion. Oh my goodness. So this is the 7th year I've been in business this month. So I don't know what God is going to have me to do, but it's going to be something special, or unless he, just does something for me. But, it's always for other people. So, again, I'm going to leave you with all the information. I hope you have a blessed day. And don't get discouraged. We all go through stuff. I had a frustrated day today. Everything wasn't going my way. But I learned new stuff. I left my whole purse at home. Then get to the pump with no money. And I'm like, what in the world? How am I going to pay for gas when I'm out of gas? And at Walmart, I don't know about all of them, but the one on Western, you can scan the barcode and pay. That is so simple. I had to download. I had to wait on the app to download and all this. It's just been a long day. But I found out something new. So I don't even have to bring out my card anymore. I can just scan the QR code and pay for my gas. Simple. Simple. You ain't got to worry about dropping your card or nothing. This is awesome. So even though in the midst of all of that, God's still blessed. Even today, I have to tell y'all this last blessing. So yesterday, like I told you, we don't just have happy-go-lucky days. But yesterday, I was supposed to receive something in the mail. Well, the mail was going to my business instead of my home. So I'm like, but my business didn't have a mailbox. Well, the lady, I'm telling, well, how long she want to ask? I gave her the address to look up all of that. All you need to know is that, period. You got my name, got the name on the mail. That's all you need. I worked at UPS, sweetheart. That's what she don't know. But, she's, so how long have you been in business and it doesn't have a mailbox? No, sweetheart, it didn't have a mailbox. But, after this frustrated day, don't worry about the signal because, he big mad because I'm about to tell y'all what I pulled up to on today. What I pulled up to on today. But I'm going to let y'all see that after I play the videos so that, you don't get distracted off the blurriness. So again, Tuesday, today, at 6 p.m., we're having paint nights. So that is up. And then, again, we have the registration for, next month, June classes. Again, they will be taught about faith, self-discipline, all types of things. Along with Regents coming in, telling them about banking because they are going to be entrepreneurs like M.A. today. So they're going to be discovering their gifts and talents. There's all these rooms just specifically for them to find their gifts in one building. So we have that. And let me just tell y'all why the signal. So while the signal isn't messing up at this very second. So the lady was trying to be smart, whatever, what have you. She finally went over there to look and, they figured out that, they sent the mail back. Okay, whoop-de-whoop. But she didn't even come back. She had a man to come back tell me that. She was just so upset. But what have you. So I'm driving. I get to my building. I'm about to leave to pick up the kids. And I'm walking out and the mailman is coming towards my door and just parks. I'm like, oh, well, maybe they found my mail. So I get out to walk towards, my building. And I said, are you taking a picture, sir? He's taking a picture. He told me, well, my boss said that I did not, I should have dropped the mail off or whatever, but I'm trying to show him that there was no mailbox. So as he's telling me this, my building manager comes riding by waving at me. I'm like, hey, come here. So then He comes, talks to him like, oh yeah, I have it up within this week or whatever. Maybe no later than next week or whatever. So the guy was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. La, da, da, whoop de whoop. So all that drama happened yesterday. Today I pulls up. Now remember, the property manager said within a week or so he'll have my mailbox up. I pulled in today, and my mailbox is right there with my number on it, 7122, sweetheart. My key already in it. God said what they not gonna do is play you, sweetheart. So, I may have to go up there and let them know, like, hey, I have a mailbox now. I know yesterday you thought I didn't, but today I actually have one. So, but I'm not going to be petty. But there was a pleasant surprise for my long day today. So that's why I'm a little bit late talking to you guys, because it's just been a long day. But I had to say what God had me to say. I couldn't be like, oh, well, it's been a long day, Lord. I'll talk to him tomorrow. He said, what you not going to do. Because we still got to do what he has us to do, period. No matter how we feel. That's real. So, if you want to know where to follow us or to get in touch or to view, if you don't catch us live on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, you can also find us on Roku, again, YouTube, and your local channels. So here are the local channels. Roku channel, Beyond the Cover. YouTube, it is Blessed Big B. And the regular channel,